Warm apple pies, fresh from the oven. Let's see how many you've baked. There are 3 pies here, 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. If we add these numbers, we can find how many pies there are altogether.
How many pies are there? Drag a number here, then click OK. That's it. There are 12 pies.
To add these numbers, we can start on the left and add 2 numbers at a time. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. And 9 plus 3 equals 12. You've baked 12 apple pies. You know, there is another way to find how many pies there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of pies here. And each group has the same number of pies. 1, 2, 3. 4 groups of 3 is 12. In this number sentence, we are adding 4 threes, which we can also write as 4 times 3.
Click on these numbers. This number tells us how many pies are in each group. This number tells us how many groups of pies there are.
4 groups of 3 is 4 times 3.
Click on the word times. This sign is called the multiplication sign.
When we write 2 numbers separated by this sign, we are multiplying. 4 times 3 equals 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12. So, 4 times 3 also equals 12. Now we have an addition sentence and a multiplication sentence. Hey, there's a 12 here and a 12 here. In this addition sentence, 12 is the sum. But what do we call 12 in this multiplication sentence?
Click on the number 12. In this multiplication sentence, the number 12 is called the product.
So, whether we add or multiply, there are still 12 pies altogether. Okay, let's put these pies on this shelf to cool. More pies.
Which addition shows these groups of pies? Click on the addition, then click OK. You got it. This addition shows these groups of pies.
There are 4 pies in this group, 4 pies in this group, and 4 pies in this group. So this addition shows these groups of pies. 4 plus 4 equals 8. And 8 plus 4 equals 12. 12 freshly baked pies. Let's write this addition sentence as a multiplication sentence.
How many groups of pies are there? And how many pies are in each group? Drag a number here and here. When you're done, click OK. Well done! There are 3 groups of 4 pies.
There are 1, 2, 3 groups of pies. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 pies in each group.
Which multiplication shows 3 groups of 4 pies? Click on a multiplication, then click OK. You're right. This multiplication shows 3 groups of 4 pies.
3 groups of 4 pies is 3 times 4. This is 3 groups of 4 pies. This is 4 groups of 3 pies.
Click on this sum. 3 groups of 4 is 4 plus 4 plus 4. And 3 times 4 also equals 4 plus 4 plus 4.
So 3 times 4 equals 12. We can add or multiply to show how many pies there are.
Click on each shelf. 4 times 3 looks like this. The product of 4 and 3 is 12. 3 times 4 looks like this. The product of 3 and 4 is 12.
This is hungry work. I think it's time for some apple pie.
Click on these arrows to change the number of groups of pies. And click on these arrows to change the number of pies in each group. Watch how the product changes.
Time to get to work. You've got to pack those 24 cupcakes. Thank you. Those cupcakes fit nicely into this box.
When we look at the box like this, what is this shape? Click on the word name, then click OK. That's right. This shape is a rectangle.
This box is divided into rows and columns.
How many rows are there? Click on a number, then click OK. That's it. There are 4 rows.
These 24 cupcakes are in 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cupcakes in each row.
Which addition shows 24 cupcakes in 4 rows? Click on the addition, then click OK. That's right. This edition shows 24 cupcakes in 4 rows.
There are 4 rows here and 6 cupcakes in each row. 4 rows of 6 cupcakes each is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, and 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 24.
Which multiplication equals the sum of 4 groups of 6? Drag your answer here, then click OK. You got it! 4 times 6 equals the sum of 4 groups of 6.
In this multiplication sentence, the first number, 4, tells us how many rows there are. The second number, 6, tells us how many cupcakes are in each row. The product of 4 and 6 is the total number of cupcakes in the box, 24.
Click on the box. Four rows, 6 columns.
Right. The total number of cupcakes in this box is the product of the number of rows, 4, and the number of columns, 6. Another 24 cupcakes. You're going to need another box. Thank you. The 24 cupcakes fit neatly into this box. But you know, the shape of this box looks different.
How many rows are in this box? Click on a number, then click OK. That's right. There are 6 rows.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4 cupcakes in each row. So we can write this as,
Which multiplication shows 6 rows with 4 cupcakes in each row? Click on a number sentence, then click OK. That's it. This number sentence shows 6 rows with 4 cupcakes in each row.
6 rows with 4 cupcakes in each row is 6 times 4. Now we have 2 ways of arranging 24 cupcakes, into 4 rows and 6 columns, and into 6 rows and 4 columns. Even though we changed the order of these 2 numbers, the product is the same.
Click on this box. Four times 6 equals 24. 6 times 4 equals 24.
So, when we multiply any 2 numbers, the order we write them in doesn't matter. The product is always the same. Delicious cupcakes ready to go. I said ready to go, not ready to eat.
Click on these arrows to change the number of rows. And click on these arrows to change the number of columns. Watch how the product changes. Well done! You've completed this lesson. Click here to go to the practice area, or click here to return to the menu.
There are 8 plus 8 plus 8 oranges here. Or 1, 2, 3 groups of 8 oranges.
Which multiplication shows 3 groups of 8 oranges? Click on a multiplication, then click OK. That's right. This multiplication shows 3 groups of 8 oranges.
There are 3 groups of 8 oranges here. And 3 groups of 8 is 3 times 8. These eggs are in 5 rows, and there are 7 eggs in each row. This addition shows that the sum of 5 groups of 7 is 35.
Which multiplication shows 5 groups of 7? Drag your answer here, then click OK. That's right. This multiplication equals the sum of 5 groups of 7.
In this multiplication sentence, the first number, 5, tells us how many rows there are. The second number, 7, tells us how many eggs are in each row. The product of 5 and 7 is the total number of eggs, 35. These cookies are in 6 rows, and there are 3 cookies in each row. This addition shows that the sum of 6 groups of 3 is 18.
Which multiplication shows 6 groups of 3? Drag your answer here, then click OK. That's right. This multiplication shows 6 groups of 3.
In this multiplication sentence, the first number, 6, tells us how many rows there are, and the second number, 3, tells us how many cookies are in each row. The product of 6 and 3 is the total number of cookies, 18.
Which of these flower beds also has 24 seeds? Click on a flower bed and then click OK. That's right. This flower bed also has 24 seeds.
There are 3 rows in this flower bed, and each row has 8 seeds. 3 groups of 8 is 3 times 8, which is 24. So this flower bed also has 24 seeds.
Good work! You've completed these practice questions. Click here to go to the workout, or click here to return to the menu.
What a great crop of tomatoes you've got there! There are 6 plants, and each plant has 5 tomatoes.
Which addition shows how many tomatoes there are altogether? Click on your answer. When you're done, click OK. That's it. This addition shows how many tomatoes there are altogether.
Each plant has 5 tomatoes. So, altogether, there are 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 tomatoes. 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Plus 5 is 20. Plus 5 is 25. Plus 5 is 30. So, this sum is equal to 30.
Can you rewrite this addition sentence using multiplication? Drag your answer here, and when you're done, click OK. That's right. You can rewrite this as 6 times 5 equals 30.
There are 6 plants, and each plant has 5 tomatoes. This addition sentence shows how many tomatoes there are altogether. 30. To rewrite this addition sentence using multiplication, let's arrange the tomatoes in rows and columns.
Click on the tomato plants.
Because there are 6 plants, you'll need 6 rows. And because there are 5 tomatoes on each plant, you'll need 5 columns. Okay, let's put in the tomatoes.
Click on the tomato plants. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Now you have 30 tomatoes arranged in 6 rows with 5 tomatoes in each row. So you can say that 6 times 5 is 30. You can also write this sentence using these signs. So, another way of writing 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 30 is 6 times 5 equals 30. Now, let's start gathering those tomatoes.
Good job! You've completed this workout. Click here to go to the next lesson, or click here to return to the menu.